Hello, and welcome to At Eve's Wake. This is a VN game narration. Join us for the Convergence, the letter told you. The same letter that brought you all the way to the south of Netherlands, before the gates of the castle that should have been forgotten. As you stand before these gates, a sense of intense familiarity creeps up on you, like an unwelcome guest. So I played the demo of this game and it really looked cool, so I wanted to actually try it out and see what the story is and what's going on. As to why it feels familiar, you do not know. For whenever you appeal to your memory, you find nothing but a festering void. What you do remember is that your mother was always there for you. She was the only one left in your family after the car accident. The event that robbed you of your memories and your father of his life. And now, there is only you. You found her lying dead in the kitchen. The medics informed you that it was an accident with the stove that led her to choke on the fumes. It was a peaceful death, they very much assured you. But to you, a death nonetheless. And now, with no memory, no family, no purpose, you may as well have died yourself. If it was not for the letter beckoning you to this wayward place, who knows what you would have become of you. Read the letter again. Dear cousin, it is with deep sadness in my heart that I inform you of the passing of your grandmother, Eve Porter Watcher. Please join us as we come together to mourn her passing and celebrate her achievement. So this is your grandmother, whose wake you're at. Should you accept this invitation, I might be able to shed light on the deaths in your family. Some were not accidental. Oh, secret. The time is now for you to step up and take your rightful place. The Convergence awaits. Yours sincerely, Elizabeth Stahl. That's the log. I wanna see. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Here you now stand. Whatever awaits you shall shape your fate forever. You walk away. Or the walking away probably just ends the game right there. Let's see. Are you sure you wish to leave? Yes. Very well. As you leave, all memories of this place fade away. You have no memory of who you are. You have no goals, no family, no life. But wherever you came from, whatever you saw, there is one thing you're certain of. You're free. That's nice. I like when they put like little secret endings. Here you now stand. Whatever awaits you shall shape your fate forever. Enter the grounds. As you draw closer to your destination, you begin your walk down the long stone path. The dampened thuds of your footsteps, the only sound you can hear. Now closer to the building, you finally encounter life. People in fresh, crisp uniforms restrained by the new fabric. They looked up, somewhat surprised. Perhaps you arrived a little too early. Some, however, look at you with a glint of recognition in their eyes. But the most important image is the one you have of yourself, and that is, I'm tough, I can't ever be meddled with. I notice, deduce, and know to keep quiet. I'm a charming, eloquent, and persuasive. I'm gonna go with I notice and deduce things because I think that's gonna be a lot more helpful. Gonna be like Sherlock Holmes. To the frequent frustrations of your mother, there was never a question you didn't ask. You spot every important detail, repeatedly draw the right conclusions, and invariably have the right piece of information. And most importantly, you know when it is best to shut up and hide. Wits are a dangerous weapon, and you know how to use them discreetly. Do you agree? Yes. The staff continued to observe you with a mix of curiosity and restraint. You returned the same, knowingly look at the members of the staff, thereby acknowledge their existence. The members of the staff react shocked as you attempt to show your good nature. They had not anticipated being noticed. You feel good about your choice, though it feels like something in the back of your mind is screaming. Alright. What's this under the stairs? Your mind soon turns back to reality, and you find yourself before the entrance of the castle. You're hit by a sense of abnormality. Perhaps it is due to the mismatch of eons and its architectural, or the unevenness of the stone paths, the fading lacquer. Or perhaps it is the rust and ironwork that betrays a glory that was once but never again, and its garden overgrown with hawthorn and thistle. But everything about this place tells you that you are trespassing into a world that is not yours. Regardless, here you now stand, in front of a large door that guards the entrance of the castle. Stands a woman patiently waiting for you to approach her. Or rather, she tries to wait, but impatience strikes at her. She speeds up to you and presses her hand into yours. Lisbeth, this is my cousin, who wrote me the letter, yes? The arrival of the 11th child. It is good to see you again. 11th. Let me introduce myself. I am Lisbeth Stahl, and I will be your guide. Have we met before, Lisbeth from the letter? Well, I know that. That's correct. I'm so very sorry about your mother. My sincere condolences. Say nothing. Thank you, I guess? She nods. You must be tired and famished. I could either help you to your room or provide you with some food. What would you prefer first? My bedroom first, please. Actually, I'd like to see my grandmother. You're right, I'm absolutely famished. I have some questions. Yes? What is this building? A family home of sorts. I will provide you a small tour before the funeral ceremony. Do you have any other questions? Tell me more about yourself. She briefly freezes up if she didn't expect you to ask that question. Why, I don't quite know you well enough myself, so forgive me for not giving a straight answer to that question. For now, I will tell you I'm here to guide you. You have any other questions? You don't want to tell me about yourself? Aren't you my cousin? 11th child, what does that mean? There are 12 of you, but again, in all due time. There are 12 of me? Do you have any other questions? You're not answering any questions. It's obvious. Oh, you're the 11th child? Oh, yes, there was at least 11 of the children. A family reunion, but again, in all due time. Do you have any other questions? No. Elizabeth grabs a hold of your suitcase. My room. I don't care. Elizabeth leads you up a large flight of stairs and down a row of corridors. It occurs to you that the castle is considerably in size, perhaps almost hiding its immensity beneath the veneer of a forlorn glory. Elizabeth enters your designated room before you. She then stops as her eyes fall on the scene before her. A flash of clear shock adorns her expression, only to disappear again if she should not have admitted her shock to anyone but herself. Looks like there's somebody in my room, cuz. As you entered, your eyes are immediately drawn towards a man lying across the bed, stark white, naked, dead. He's not naked, he's got pants on. Don't lie to me. A large chef knife stands proud as the blade is pierced right through the man's sternum. The sternum is like chest, all the way down to the fabric of the mattress. Stay silent, yell out. Stay silent. Elizabeth looks at the corpse and then sighs. Wow. This will not do. Yeah, I don't want to stay in this room. Quick, grab a few towels from the bathroom. Why? She starts undoing the straps from the man's limbs. I think she shouldn't untie him. It's a crime scene. Do let Elizabeth tell us what I get myself in. What the hell happened? Whatever you wanted to do or say, your body decides differently. Soon enough, you find yourself reeling over the toilet. Listen, we'll clean your room up. Don't worry about this. I just need you to help me remove all of this before someone else finds out. We have to call the police. She stops handling the corpse and approaches you, getting uncomfortably close. If the others find out, everything will change. The balance will be entirely off. We can't have that happen. Before you can ask anything, you hear an overreacted "oh no" coming from behind you. A woman waddles in, stops close to the bed. She puts her hands on her side and shakes her head. Deanna. Patrick. Even by dying, you managed to disappoint us. Lady Deanna, I did not know you had arrived yet. Elizabeth's posture had changed entirely. She nods respectfully towards the woman. Nothing of the previous tension remains. Just now, the 11 tried to join us again. So nice to have returned. I hope you'll make the right choice this time. We know each other? Deanna of the delightful Hatchier family. Pathier? We had some interesting conversations during the last conference. Are you still dating that rapscallion? I was dating someone. Of course, you don't remember? You left. All those who leave us forget. Actions have consequences, child. What's that about the 11th child? We're getting to that soon. Please be patient. Oh, Bethy, you're so terrible at this. You're the 11th child because 12 children of the families were selected, and thus 12 candidates for the conference. Of course, there are candidates of quality, and then there are those like you. But I've taken a liking to you, so do try to stay alive. She gives you a warm, friendly, and utterly affectionate smile. Her eyes betray no sense of camaraderie. Police? Oh yes, you're entirely unaware of how things go around here. Suffice to say, the police will never set foot in here. Aren't you worried about him? Never did, never will. But someone here broke the rules. There is a killer on the loose before it has all even started. Interesting. Or he got himself killed for a variety of other reasons. Who's to say with Patrick? Funny you should say that. Isn't that a chef's knife? If you believe it was any of us, I assure you, we have little to gain. Oh, Bethy, don't bother. Your lineage is obsessed with this as we are. You're always so good at pretending you're not. She turns her back on Lisbeth. She seems to find you more interesting than her. We don't ask her. I suppose someone should go and inform the twins of their participation now. 13 candidates this time. A record. Then leaves the two of you with the corpse. Upon hearing the last remark, Elizabeth appears agitated. Oh, so depending on what I had chose, you give me the ability to ask different questions. So I picked the blue option, so now I have a blue question to ask. Unless we're breaking with tradition, and knows we won't have a 13 contestants, knowing her she'll enjoy making the twins choose. Regardless of what will happen now, the game has changed. I will inform the staff of this, and I'm sure they will clear up your room. I don't want this room. Like, no way would I, see a dead guy laying in my bed and be like, yeah, clean that up, I'll get into that bed and sleep. No, I will not. I'd be never coming into that room again. That's what's happened. I'm boarding up that room. I'm not going in there again. We should leave before anyone starts drawing inconvenient conclusions. And some fresh air will be nice too. She puts your luggage outside the room and leads you back to the courtyard. Oh, good. Back in the courtyard, you see Elizabeth taking out a pack of cigarettes and lighting one up. She holds the pack of cigarettes in front of you. You? Oh no, not my thing. That stuff kills. The dead corpse in my room? That's a phenomenon? What is this word? E-L-E-O-N-E-S-M. All corpses are dead.
Pleonasm.
A pleonasm? Great moment for imagery. Dead person stabbed. I am concerned. Someone broke the rules. Number 1 rule? No murder. I think that's the number 1 rule in every place. Don't kill no one. I am serving with someone who broke the rules. This is not supposed to happen. Not yet, anyway. So, murdering is a part of the deal. It is not. Unfortunately, that doesn't stop some people from thinking it is. But to take out the competition beforehand. Regardless, he is dead now. Hopefully we continue the coverage still. So, there's like a game. Who's going to be the head of the household out of the head out of all of these children. Why does this need to happen? Deanna mentioned twins, and I didn't see an answer to continue on. Why does this need to happen? She takes another hit from the cigarette before she speaks. There are forces. No. You'll see at the funeral. Just a few more hours. Deanna mentioned twins. Yes, they're part of Patrick's family, his cousins. They'll have to take his place. Well, one of them has to. Interesting reaction from Deanna. Deanna sees everyone as a competition. She might not be participating, but she certainly wants her host to win the race. Knowing her, she's in the kitchen right now, gleefully informing the twins of their participation. What now? Let me take you to your grandmother. I need some more time to recover. Agreed, I don't want to stay here. I just want to forget this happened. So, upon entering the chapel, you feel like you're not supposed to be here yet. A young man looks up at you, perturbed as he was previously lost in thought. So I think that if you went to the kitchen first instead of your room, there would have been a little scene of meeting the twins, possibly. Elizabeth, however, gestures you to come along with her towards the podium. I'll talk to this guy. Hello, sir. Ronaldo. Lisbeth and Eve's grandchild. Oh, of course. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you at first. Did we interrupt you? I had to see it with my own eyes. This is some nice music. And now that I've seen it, it feels disappointing. You didn't like Eve that much? Eve. Well, you know Eve. No. Oh, right. You're from those who leave. You're actually here. My name is Ronaldo. I'm what now? From the branch that leaves. Hasn't Elizabeth told you about that yet? No, Elizabeth has told me nothing. All in time. You haven't told Eve's grandchild yet about the 5 families? What about the coverings? Did you say anything about that? 5 families. Do you want me to do it, or will you, Lisbeth? Well, this is as good as any So, Convergence is when all our lineages come together and elect a new head of our families, yeah. And that's who Eve was. Our families represent the 5 directions humanity has chosen to express itself in: tradition, wealth, creativity, submission, and treachery. Okay, which one am I? Those who lead, those who cure, and those who create, those who serve, and those who leave. I'm part of who lead. It is a perfect system. Ronaldo looks like he just swallowed something nasty, but he says nothing. And what are your wishes in this? As you may have heard, I am of those who serve. I figured that. Ronaldo here is an artist from those who create. And you're the only one allowed to choose whom to aid or even to join a different family altogether. I am? Why? I wouldn't recommend it. In fact, I would walk away. What happens if I do? You'll be the only one who's free. Well, until the next conference. But I'll forget everything. I see you figured it out, yeah. How? Some things will become clearer after the ceremony. You're keeping things from me in. I don't take any enjoyment from it, if that helps. Tell me more about the covering. It is when our families come to elect a new leader. In practice, it means all our candidates start murdering each other. Like what happened to Patrick. He got himself killed. Elizabeth takes a moment to inform Ronaldo. With every sentence, his eyes grow larger. This has never happened before. I'm aware of that. And now? Things will just have to go on for now. One of the twins will be involved. He scoffs. Good luck getting that across to them. Why do you hate the twins? They're old blood, the first of the families, and they frequently remind us of this fact. What do you mean? They believe they can do anything to us and say anything to us because their family was the first to start all this. Well, they sound real fun. I think we spent enough oxygen talking about them. Deanna. You let Deanna form them? Lisbeth. I may remind you that it is not my job. There's a difference between something not being your job and letting a sociopath do what she likes. It is her responsibility and hers alone. I am already spending enough energy getting everyone to follow the rules. I am not going to babysit a family head. But you're the only person she listens to. I'm going to say nothing about this. Anna's actions are her own, as are yours. Anyway, why do the families need a head? Lisbeth and Rihanna exchanged looks with one another. That's something we cannot verbalize, not until the ceremony. I do have issues with that. He has no idea what's coming. It is a perfect system. A moment of uncomfortable silence hangs between them. I think I've asked all my questions. All of this must be really confusing to you. Incredibly confusing. It must be frustrating relearning all this every decade or so. How old am I in this? Fortunately, you got Lisbeth to teach you the ropes. If anyone knows how this all works, it's her. Well, it'd be nice if she told me stuff. Thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure if it is, but I am happy you choose to see it that way. An uncomfortable silence lays itself down between them. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with my thoughts again. Of course. We'll see you at the funeral. Without waiting for your approval, Lisbeth walks towards the stage. Once there, she gestures softly towards the sleigh. To your grandmother. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this one here. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm excited to see exactly what's going on. It sounds like some sort of like Hunger Games situation, sort of, where like they're all fighting to be the lone survivor. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.